What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Christo's Cafe, home of Team Bandit Gang. I am TheOneChristo, and I am bringing you my first deck guide after patch 7.2. If you saw me tweet or put out any other videos, you know how excited I am to go ahead and put some Scoia'Tael love out there. I've been a big fan of Symbiosis since it was first released, and I played a bunch of Harmony back pre-nerf. So this time around, we're going with the Symbiosis deck. I haven't quite perfected my Harmony, but I feel really good about this one. It won me 5 games in a row to jump from rank 3 to rank 2. And it just feels really good. It's a lot of fun, and we snuck in Sheldon to make Gord have a little buddy that makes a big difference actually in the impact of especially the early rounds, to make sure you keep round control. So let's jump into that. Just a quick reminder, please, if these videos are entertaining, if you're enjoying them, if they're helping your game, please hit the like and the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it a lot. So let's take a look. We've decided to toss devotion aside. I love how the actual images are all messed up on things like Ethne. Like, that is an ugly looking Ethne. In any case, so we decided to do away with devotion. We had played devotion in the first couple of iterations of this deck and realized that this is actually a little bit better because you get Onero, which is both a consistency card and an echo card, right? So you're playing it twice. Just gives your Gord a little bit of extra oomph. Ethne is a little bit controversial. We had a discussion on stream as to whether or not she should be in this deck since she never reaches her third form and gets Symbiosis herself. The thing and the reason why I left her in here is she's still a big point drop. In a perfect world, if you can win round 1 and go into a short round 3 with things like Ethne and Gord, you're probably going to be able to win the game. So Ethne, just on points alone, right, is 10 points on the drop, and then every Symbiosis gets you 2 extra procs, so it still feels pretty good to have her in the deck. Forest Protector's a no-brainer. Karathi Heatwave, obviously a huge card. I don't find that Scoia'Tael without poison plays much in the way of removal, so I think this is a really important card to have in the deck. We've got Novaguardian Justice. To keep the deck as thin as possible and to not play any more units than we need to, we're using 2 Dwarven Agitators for that to give Skags the old Buffy buff. So that's important here. Also good points, right? You're dropping 7 points right, or sorry, 8 points right off of that. So decent tempo. Council is nice. It's in here mainly for Sage, which it pulls and gives it a 2 boost, which makes it survive a little bit better on board. You can always go ahead and use Nature's Gift to give Sage a little extra body to make him a little bit more difficult to remove. But later in the game, you'll find because we're a little bit spread out, right? So in a perfect world, you're playing both your agitators. So Council can very easily pull you a Gord. You can also potentially get a decent Dryad from it, right? Because we have Ethne, we have 2 Hamadryads, and we have Fav and Dunka. So as your deck thins, this card becomes very valuable because there is a good chance you can pick one specific unit to actually get out. If you're not pulling Sage, that is. So you've got that going on. Fav, again, no brainer because she pulls a nature card. Dunka is for hand buff, so we want to buff Skags with that. We've got Gord. Gord, honestly, with some of the hand buff and things in here, some of the shenanigans we pulled, Gord has been huge. He's played like almost 20 points some games. Smuggler, again, hand buff is very nice. We've got the Sage we talked about. We've got 2 Rebukes. Again, no-brainer because you're going to have Treant on the board all the time. So the kill plus the extra 2 points plus the Symbiosis proc is pretty good for 5 provisions. Circle of Life, same thing. 3 for damage, 2 for boost. Then we get the Treant out as well. So good option there. We included Bomb Heaver. Not sure how much we'll actually need it other than Nilfgaard. Haven't seen much in the way of oh my god, scenarios recently, but he's in there for now. Might pull him out since we have Heatwave, but I haven't really found much else that we need at that range. 2 Hamadryads because with ability they get big quick. Caress obviously poisons, locks, all that kind of stuff, but really just a giant point drop, right? We Purify for 3, we get Vitality for 3, we get a Treant out, so it feels good there. Tempering, just because it's a nature card, we get the extra bonus on Agitator on, not that Gord would ever be played on Sheldon, so it's a thing we can use, but it's not super important. It's more just the fact that it's a nature card, and then obviously the agitators are in there to boost Skagsy. Skags oftentimes, again, will also get up to like the mid-teens, which is a huge point slam when you're destroying something big on the opponent's side of the board. That being said, because of the flexibility of the deck, don't feel super locked into one line of play. As you'll see in some of the games that I go ahead and throw on here, where we do beat Shieldwall, so it is not too much of an issue. We actually beat a couple of those last night. Skags can be played. If you can buff him nicely in round 1, he can be played in round 1 to get you that win. Round 2, you bleed a little bit, and then round 3, you go down, you drop Gord, you drop Ethne. Something else you'll find is even if you don't win round 1, round 2, they try to bleed you a lot anyway, which I find is super interesting since a short round is perfectly fine if you have Skags, if you have Gord, if you have Ethne. So overall, I would say that is the main outline of the deck. There are some options, like we considered putting Triss in, right? Because Triss, for 11 provisions, she plays a bronze special card. The consistency is a little loose, right? Because Rebuke and Circle of Life feel good. Caress may be in the right situation, but we don't have that many Dryads in the deck, so it's possible we don't get the full points off of it. Tempering is kind of meh, and then you don't know what your opponent's playing. They're probably not nature cards. So she is an option. Maybe if you look at removing Ethne because you decide you don't like her in without the third form, then you go with Triss instead. So that is an option. Same thing where if you remove the Heaver, maybe you can get a couple extra provisions to buff up the bottom of the deck. Maybe you look at putting a second Smuggler in. But honestly, I like the way it's broken down right now. Somebody actually asked me if the Sage sticks around. The thing is, when he does, you get huge points. When he doesn't, you feel a little bit bad, but there's a lot of removal, right? They're going to want to remove Dunka. They're going to want to remove Smuggler. They're going to want to remove Sage. They're going to want to remove some of your Hamadryads. They're going to want to remove your 2 Ethne Dryads. So there's a lot of cards that they want to remove from the game. And the more options you give them to remove, the thinner that's going to be as you go on. And you're more likely to have Dunka stick later and just keep buffing up your Sheldon. So again, is it perfect to have the Sage in the deck? Does he get removed a lot? Yes, he gets a little bit tall. It's one of your few really tall targets, obviously, other than Sheldon and Gord, who you're hoping to play with limited answers. But I still think he's got a place in the deck for now to suck up some of that removal. We're playing Tack Advantage, really just to be able to go and buff, again, your Dunka on turn 1 or your Hawker Smuggler. We were thinking at first of maybe playing Crystal Skull, but honestly, it defeats the purpose, right, of Nature's Gift, so you don't want to do that either. Tack Advantage works perfectly fine here. So we've got 2 games coming up. The first one is against Shieldwall, where we get the win. The second one's a little bit more of an iffy game. We were playing against monsters, and it got a little dicey, but we snuck that one out too. So enjoy those 2 games. Let me know if you have any questions. Throw them in the comments below. You can find me on Twitter and find more information about Bandit Gang in the description. So hit those links. Let me know what you think, and enjoy playing some new Scoia'Tael after patch 7.2. We got Skags. We got Justice, we got the Agitator, we got Hamadryad. Holy shit! We drew pretty well. I don't think it's gonna matter because we're playing against Shieldwall. I don't think it matters what we're doing, but worth a try, right? Somewhat lacking in hand buff though. Council can get a Sage and probably feels a bit better. Maybe not. So we kept the Agitator. Cool, cool, cool. It does? Sorry, Saikoki, what were you talking about? I kicked cards way too quickly without paying attention. To brew something for this ST leader, it's interesting. I agree. I made a devotion deck first, and now I just wanted to... That's what I was thinking, but I was also Saikoki thinking that we could play Sage first and play Tack Advantage on it. Kind of what I was thinking. Where's that sword? Oh, we didn't put the sword in. Damn it. Right, Aleph? That sword would be legit. Because Sage plus... Oh, we didn't... Well, we could have put the Veil on it. He's just going to go Baronade if we Tack Advantage. YOLO!
Yes, that would fit.
Because we're gonna get on every turn, on turn end, boost this unit by 2 if it has a shield. Fantastic!
Death to the invaders!
But yeah, I agree with you, Saikoki. I was thinking that too, that we could have kicked the Sage, grabbed it with Council. Because now what do we get with Council? We get Dunka, we get... This guy's gonna be big and ugly, isn't he? I have not gotten to Harmony yet, Zed, no. He can also wait a couple turns and just Prince it. If he wants to Prince in round 1, my Sage, he can go right ahead. I do not mind. Not even slightly.
Next time it'll be personal. Wake up, dwarves! Humans lust after
6 gags.
folk.
So the only reason I didn't is because I was planning on playing that.
Destiny is unswerving.
There's the boat. So many shields. Ugh. You play King Pogner too? I think, Zed, you can probably fit 1 rebuke in the deck. I don't know if you can fit 2. I'm not convinced yet that you can fit 2. Having both of these 2 in hand actually also feels kind of bad. I think we're vastly out-engined here. Yeah, I would tend to agree. Tend to agree.
Mother Earth, I grant you my life. From you it came, to you it returns.
Addition to opponent being actual NR. Yes, well, I mean, I think we're always kind of out-engined in this matchup. I think we have to hope that Sheldy puts some work in and that so does Gord. Well, the problem is getting out of this round is going to be a challenge. Fov and Circle to hit Sheldon actually plays for decent tempo. You're not wrong. I think I'm gonna do this first. Oh, I purified it, didn't I? Fuck me. Yep, Psychoki, spot on.
Oh, man, look what I did.
Cost me 2 points. 2 frigates. Ah. You put a shield on that one too? Does he want me to rebuke it? Little does he know, I don't have a rebuke. I would love to get out, Zed. I pass, that puts me up. Oh, that's true, actually. No. I pass, I get... Yeah, exactly. He stays ahead with that. We could still Fov into Circle. Got Dwarf. Just build mines and protect your coast. Yeah, who's letting the frigates near the mines? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not sure if this actually feels good. I think we have a chance at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably not. Probably not.
And off the motives.
I think your deck kind of puns on losing uneven. It's not supposed to win on the blue. That's also a possibility. No, if I pass, we're tied. And then he goes up with Windy over here. I agree. I think we just go Agitator. Actually, no, if we pass here. Yes, spot on. On 5 we can pass, right? 5 we can pass and theoretically be okay. If he passes, we're down 2 cards. Agitator plays for 3. He gets a buff for 2. We would have had to probably potentially Agitator and Leader for 1. Plus, if he dry passes here, this is actually pretty decent. What do we kind of want Onero. Would be nice. We have Dunka. If he passes, we just drop the Agitator. He won't though, right? He's gonna want something better. Probably go Dunka. There's Onero. Long run versus Gord, it's kind of what you want. It totally is. Whatever. Oh my god, this is obnoxious.
Thinking, the sign of a healthy mind.
Like, do I have to Heatwave Corvo? Is that what I have to do? Oh god, that feels bad. Oh. Toasty! I wish I'd been able to. Well, it wouldn't matter. He used. So no Anseus? A little weird. Think so? My laptop battery's dying in 10 minutes. No problem, BJ.
Taking up Betty. Would you like an arrow to the head instead?
Unless he just passes now, then we feel bad. We'll get carryover, so we won't feel as bad. No, Clown Shoes wants to keep going.
No reason. They understood.
Duncan, can you please hit Sheldon though? Oh, yeah, that's true. Fuck, Ethne, get your shit together. You're not helping. Ball with imprisonment? It's ball with something, right? That's just kind of how that works. L Bomber, what's up? Hello, friends. Well, at least that puts now. Give me Sheldon. Fucking Sheldon. Anyway, it is what it is. Council gets us the Hamadryad or the Dwarf. We have to keep that in mind that we don't want to brick the council. Keeps your range and it's decent. No, I agree.
Never need ask me twice.
I think we can council for the Hamadryad as well if we wanted to. Why did he put the defender up here? What's he gonna play up front? Right, because council gets you 6, 7. And keeps out of oil range. And then I'll probably use the leader charge on her as well. Oh, it might be Selkirk. You might be right.
The only good human is a dead.
Come to me, little one.
Why don't you hit Sheldon? I don't understand. Why? Oh, it's Anna. Okay. We're only 4 away. Dryad's Caress, not right now. On the Hamadryad eventually. Do we grab Forest Protector and Rebuke? We haven't played a Rebuke yet, so no. Do we grab Forest Protector? J-Hugs, it is my second. Did I not change my title? Son of a bitch. I'll get to that. I think so. It feels bad. But we do want to like get ahead, right? And then next turn we can drop the Caress on the Hamadryad. Let me change that. We are not nearly as far ahead as I wish we were. Let me tell you. Barons that. Right? He barons the Hamadryad if it gets too big. He could Baron Gord as well. Baron something. No problem, go for it. Go for what, Bomber? Caress a small guy? Not a bad plan. Right, essentially, like, I pretty much just drop Gord now. But the thing is, we don't get any Skag's value, right? We don't hit anything. If he has Baron, we just lose. How many points is Baron? He's 6 and 6, so he's actually no, he's 6 and 11. He's 17. That's 4, 50, 59. I think I do this. Jerk. Because Gord goes down 9 points. Good, so we can pull a card from our deck. We have nothing good left in the deck, but we can pull a card. So I think we pull the Agitator, boost Sheldon. Whatever he plays, we rebuke it or Circle of Life it. I think Gord makes sense. He's used his Full Eater too. I mean, we can also play the Smuggler. Smuggler might get answered though, and then we do nothing on turn 2, which feels bad. Okay. This is better. It gives us a little flexibility at least, right?
Special price, just for you, love.
I want to say it makes sense. I want to hope it makes sense. Infantry, no siree. I think play Gordo or Sheldon was right. Yeah, I think so too. I think this makes the most sense. But yeah, the Baron on... We have another rebuke? We have another rebuke. Oh yeah. No doubt. No, I'm really happy with my mulligan though. The fact that we were able to go back and pull a Smuggler out to at least give us other options if he hadn't played much. Oh, and then Varaxis.
All Karak is ours. Aye, soon as I finish my pain.
He's for sure got Baron left. For sure got Baron left.
Ooh, what a lovely tea party.
Yeah, but Baron's still not good enough. Baron is still not good enough. Okay, what are we doing here now? That's the question. I think we drew Skags again. We've got the Hawker Smuggler. I think we actually kick Ethne. Because we don't want her catching the boosts, right, off of the Smuggler. I got the area under the cards. Looks like a couch. Well, we definitely don't need Heaver, right? I don't think. It's fine. Oh, it went on the board? Oh, like underneath here? That's pretty good. I have a circle, right? I do have a circle. Pew pew. Do I have anti-aliasing on? That's a very good question, Detroit. Looks like a cheap. It looks like a beat up old leather couch. You're right. Like one that's so shitty they put like some like blanket over here or something. Zelda gets the old boosty boost. This guy comes out. I don't even know where to turn anti-aliasing on, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, I agree, Saikoki. I think I need to watch that. Do I play a Caress on that? Probably not, eh? That's awkward. I'll just go Smuggler. Do I boost the Smuggler? No. Probably not. He could play Nature, Natural whatever, Selection. Also, Detroit, I've had a lot of internet issues, so that might be part of it. Seems to be more stable today, but I was having some issues. You don't want to get Smuggler down? Oh, it gives us options for Caress too, right?
Come to me, little one.
Do I think this version is stronger than Devotion? It's different. You need to play between Hama and Leader? Well, this also tells me if he has something to answer that. He doesn't, so that probably means Smuggler won't get answered either, because Parasite's probably my biggest concern, I'd say. Then we do this. We hope to catch it over here, but it'll probably end up on the Agitator. Of course it's on the Agitator. Smuggler can eat a natural selection, also true. We'll see. So Andre, I don't know for sure. I think they're very much different decks. Son of a bitch. That's also a thing he can do. Yeah, so they're very much different decks, right? They play differently. Here we're trying to buff Smuggler, buff Skags. The other deck we're just trying to play as many nature cards and spread the board. I don't know if one's better per se. This one feels a little bit more flexible because you're not stuck in the Devotion trap. Though like 90% of the deck is Devotion, right? We've got Heatwave in here. We've got Onero for consistency. That's about it.
All else disgusts me.
This feels kind of bad now. Because we technically have 4 points on the board. So 19, so 21 points down. Sorry, 12 points down. And we're just gonna keep eating more. Like the Agitator is good for points. We just need to make sure he keeps playing, right? Because if he passes, we're absolutely fucked at this point. To Johnny? Interesting. I hadn't thought of that. That is an option, sir. The only thing is, Sage we can pull with Council, right? And Yanni we cannot. Justice is good. Because this gets us Sage and puts him at 6, which feels better. I was wondering, I figured he probably did play Hunt. He hasn't used his leader yet though, which scares me because the leader really fucks me up. pretty badly. We're probably going mostly... Well, it's going to be on both rows, actually. But at least Sheldon will definitely have a good target this time around. I fit all 3 of them? What would you... You'd fit 2 Sages and a Johnny in this pile? Maruna, you dirty whore. Good thing it's not the case. Trying to make some semblance of a deck here, not a full out pile. Go Cleaver, Agitator, Agitator. Some sense to him is a very little bit. I am like a little disappointed that most of the decks we've played against so far are pretty standard, like just decks. Like nobody's being creative right now. It's a little bit upsetting. Justice just feels bad against Frost, right? Because tempo-wise it's okay, but he drops Frost and we just are sad. Very, very sad. So much tempo. We may need to drop Skags or think about either dropping Skags or Gord. We also don't have a Dryad for that. Maybe pulling... Maybe we should have pulled this Sage earlier. Maybe pulling Sage now still makes sense because it gives us rebuke options too. Dunk or Ham is good. Dunk is actually quite good as well. And it activates Caress. But we get Fauve instead. And Fauve is not what we want right now. Let's go Sage. Same principle though, right? We still get Rebuke. Circle can still maybe do some things. There's the double Frost again. I just want to avoid playing anything in the back row now for the next couple turns. Circle of Life has a 33% chance of actually hitting Skagsies. Could Rebuke to boost the Treant, boost the Sage, right? Caress is only 3 though. That's my thing. You lose the Dryad boost. No. I kind of think we Rebuke the Heaver. It's 5, 6, 7, 9 points, 10 points. Doesn't keep us ahead, but I think it's the best tempo play we have. Of course it will go on the back row, piece of shit. Okay, so we're definitely gonna need to play Skags this round. Hopefully you get something small, and of course not. Ugh. So he's 14 right now, which won't be good enough. I kind of need to circle something and hope it lands there or Agitator. Because right now this plays for 6 points. Right? It plays for 3, 4, 6. That puts us at 19. Then we take 3 damage, so 16. Then we need 12 points, which Sheldon gets us. 6. RNG Circle? I don't think that's a bad play either. Of course not. Excuse me. But Skag still gets us out, right? He's 14. We lose 4, 12, 14, 26. I think that barely sneaks us out. Oh, we have leader too. Just pissy that he hasn't fucking done anything with his leader yet. Because he's used Maruna. What's he gonna hit? The 3? Kind of think we might need to caress this. Oh, really bad tempo to caress that. I mean, Sheldon puts us back ahead, right? At least, if he passes. Oh, there goes our sage. So he's what, 18 now? That's 29. I don't know if Caress is just too slow. If he passes, that's 18 points. That puts us at 29, and we need 7. Right? So that's 3, 4, 6. Enough time for math. 18 puts us at 11, 28, no. Ooh. Ooh. He still has 2 leader charges though. I don't think we have much. Oh, we have Ethne actually, and Protector, and Heat Wave. So we do have some things. We need to draw them, and we're gonna draw an Onero actually. So short round, we got a chance there. We drew Ethne even better. Tempering goes bye-bye. Because we're probably Oneroing for Heat Wave or Forest Protector, I assume. Rebuke feels a little bit better. I still think it's a kick though. You know what, guys? We were talking about last game when Ethne transforms. She doesn't carry the... There's Parasite. She doesn't carry the boost over. She wouldn't have transformed because we're not Devotion. Small gourd, though. I feel like we spent most of our time on Sheldon. That's really just fucking annoying. Do we go Protector into Circle, I guess? Right? 5, 6, 7, 8, and boost that? I think that makes the most sense. Or Protector into Caress is better, actually. Right, because that does 1, boost 2 in hand. That does, yeah, much more. Much more better. Well, it's not going to be perfect, but there's a chance. I don't know what he's going to use this for. I'm trying to think of what else he would have. Another natural selection. This dude must have bricked something. My only concern is he's got the thing that kills the smallest. No.
What a lovely tea party.
2-0.
Oh, what a lovely tea party.